everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this pick a card tarot reading. So in today's reading we're going to be getting an idea of what your crush thinks about you. So we're going to be doing the regular tarot spread, and then we're also going to be channeling direct messages from them, so make sure you stick around for that. As you can see, we have 3 piles here. We have pile number 1 with the clear quartz. We have pile number 2 with the smoky quartz, and we have pile number 3 with the amethyst. So go ahead and reflect on the 3 piles, figure out which one resonates the most with you. If you feel called to more than one pile, you can watch both readings. There might be something specific in there for you. And yeah, I'll have timestamps down below. If you enjoy this, if it resonates, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 1. This is your pile if you chose the clear quartz. So first of all, I just want to pull 2 cards here. I want to get an idea of who you are and who this other person is, so we can have some context for the rest of the reading. So this first card is going to represent you. So let's get an idea of who is pile number 1, what is their energy, what are they like? Okay, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and then let's do the other. So who is pile number 1's crush, this person? What is their energy? What are they like? Okay, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. So right off the bat we have both cards are pentacles, so there could be some earth energy present here. That's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So that could be you, it could be the other person, or it could just be sort of the vibe that we're picking up here. But for you, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So basically what this is telling me is that you are a very independent person, you're very self-sufficient, you sort of have everything you need on your own, and you don't have a need for another person or a partner. It's the kind of thing where if you want it, then that's cool, but you definitely do not need this person by any means. You're not like codependent or like desperate, you know what I mean? This is very independent energy. So that's you. And then this other person, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So this can mean a few different things for them. First of all, they could just have a lot going on, because the 2 of Pentacles talks about balancing things. So they could be sort of trying to balance out their life, career, finances, friends, relationships. They're trying to find a way to get that all in balance right now. So they're in the process of figuring out what that looks like for them. So it looks like they could just have a lot going on right now. So that's their energy. So now that we have you and them, let's go in here and figure out what is pile number 1's crush feeling about them. What are their thoughts and feelings about pile number 1? Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Again, like just a lot of pentacles here. So really I'm getting this like earth energy from one or both of you. So let's see what else. The Magician, and let's pull one more. The 5 of Swords. Okay, interesting. So there's a little bit of everything here. It's sort of like there's an interesting mix. Okay, and then also the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever's happening here definitely seems to be divinely led, like led by the universe, like everything that's happening and this person coming into your life, it seems like there's definitely a reason for it. This isn't random or coincidence. It seems like there's something here that needs to happen. Like the universe is putting you two together in this space for some reason. So with this Nine of Wands right off the bat, this person seems to have their guard up for some reason. So this may be something you've noticed, but it seems like they're very defensive. They have this guard up. They've built a wall. They may be like kind of hard to get to know because of this wall that they've built. They could have built this as the result of something happening to them in the past, like maybe they were hurt in the past, and so now they've built this wall. That could just sort of be their personality. But either way, this seems to be like a very big part of what's happening here. So this could have definitely been something that you've already noticed. So they have this wall built. But what I'm seeing with the rest of these cards here is that this wall is sort of who they are. It's not really how they feel about you. So it's not like they feel some type of way about you, they don't trust you, they think you're weird, and so they've built this wall. It's like this is just sort of their natural state, and this is how they are, and that's their personality, or this is how they are towards everyone. It's not like, oh, pile number one is weird, so let me build this wall up so they don't like come at me. It's not like that. This is how they are with everyone. So because what I'm also getting here with the Six of Pentacles is that they have some sort of this feeling towards you of like wanting to give, like either they want to give their time, their energy, they want to give their love. They may be the kind of person where like they'll do little things, like gift giving kind of might be their love language. So they might be the kind of person who will like pick something up for you and it's just not a really big deal. They're like, oh, I was at the store and I saw this and I thought of you, so I picked it up. Or like, oh, I stopped to get food and I know you like this, so I got you something, like that kind of thing. So I'm getting the sense that they have this very like sweet, genuine want or desire to give to you. And that could be sort of like bumping heads with this Nine of Wands, because on one hand they want to be very like sweet and generous and open and kind and giving, but on the other hand they're like, but I've already built this wall, so is it worth breaking down this wall to do what I want to do, kind of. And then we've got this Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this conflict, like this internal conflict that they have, is something that they're working on. I see them kind of becoming more self-aware and really actively trying to deprogram this sort of instinct to push people away and embrace this Six of Pentacles energy of wanting to give and receive love. So I do see them being very self-aware, and I see them really putting in the work to overcome this defensiveness and this isolation. And then also we have the Magician here. So I feel like this has more to do with how they see you. I feel like they see you as this magician. So you could be someone who's really into like spirituality, or like, I mean, like tarot, like astrology, manifestation, stuff like that. And they see this and they recognize this about you, and I think they really admire it, because you're sort of like, what's the word? It's just very different, and it's like very refreshing. Also, with the Magician, I feel like they see you as very magnetic. Like there's something about you and your energy that's just like they're drawn to it. You could be very like charismatic or just likable, but there's something about you and your energy that's just like magnetic. So I feel like this person really recognizes that about you. And then we've got this Five of Swords. So again, back to this idea of conflict. This could mean a few different things. Maybe you guys sort of bumped heads at some point and they're thinking about that and sort of hoping that you guys could leave that in the past. But also this could just have to do with them. They could be the kind of person who tends to get into conflict with people, and that could be sort of like a mechanism that they use to give them an excuse to like lock people out. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's what I'm picking up here. They have this cycle of using conflict and picking little fights and then using these little fights as an excuse to continue with this behavior of like building walls and pushing people out. So again, I think they're very self-aware of that, but that may be something you want to look out for, because they could try to do that to you, where they may try to like pick a petty fight so that they can revert back to this Nine of Wands energy. So just be aware of that. I feel like they are aware of that too, and they're going to try to avoid it, but just in case it happens, so you don't take it personally, and so you have a better idea of what's going on here. Now I want to see, what would their reaction be if you told them how you felt? So how would pile number one's person react? Okay, we've got the World. That's really good news. I want to pick some more though. So reaction. Okay. And then let's see if we can get another one here. Okay. I see a few things going on. A few things happening or going on. So with the World here, it's like a mixed bag, but overall, because the World is present, I see a positive outcome here. I just see a lot of potential, a lot of positive potential. So there's something here with this Five of Cups where, like, if you were to tell them, I don't know, there's some sort of like grief or mourning here, and this could have to do with either one of you. I feel like it's more so them. They may have some sort of past relationship that they may still be getting over, and as a result that might come up if you tell them your feelings. But with this Queen of Swords, I feel like I see you guys being able to really talk it out here and communicate. So I don't think this is something that would really prevent you from reaching like that World energy or reaching some sort of positive outcome. I feel like this is just going to come up, like, and the Five of Cups is like grief, mourning, loss. So this could be either one of you. It could be a past breakup or a past relationship, or really any sort of loss. So that just might come up. But again, I feel like you guys would be able to overcome it through communication. I feel like you guys are going to be able to talk about this. This isn't the sort of thing where it's sort of just known about and no one really brings it up, and then it just sort of becomes a bigger issue. I feel like it's going to come up and you guys will be able to talk about it and then move on, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if you were to tell them, don't be surprised if something comes up about this Five of Cups. And I definitely think communication is going to be a big thing here. Also with this Queen of Swords, I feel like telling them and being open and communicative may be the right way to go here. I mean, it's up to you, but this seems overall positive. It's just some things might come up that you have to deal with, but it's not like it's not going to be like detrimental. So next I want to pull some oracle cards here to get direct messages from this person. So what is pile number one's person thinking or feeling right now? How do they feel about them right now? Okay, we've got I'm afraid to contact you. So many things remind me of you. And sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Okay. So, first of all, with this one, I'm afraid to contact you, I feel like this person kind of has no idea how you feel about them, and I feel like they kind of see you as kind of like above them, or maybe like out of their league, kind of, because they have this fear of reaching out to you and contacting you. Like, they don't really want to take that chance. I think they're afraid of rejection here. Like, there's something happening in this situation where they're afraid to reach out because they're afraid of you rejecting them, or they're afraid of you not responding, or whatever the case may be. But I definitely see a lot of fear here, and I feel like it comes from this idea or this feeling of inadequacy on their part. Like, they may have, I mean, it could just be true. Like, it could just be true. Like, maybe you are better than them, or it could just be like a self-esteem thing. So either way, whatever they're feeling is, what they're feeling is that you are sort of out of their league. And whether that's true or not, like, I don't know. But whatever, regardless of whether or not it's true, they feel it deeply enough that it's like actually preventing them from reaching out. So next we have so many things remind me of you. So I feel like this person is kind of like moving around, going about their daily life, and they'll just like see things and think of you. So like I said earlier with that Six of Pentacles, like, oh, I was at the store and I saw this and I thought of you, and like, here it is, like, I brought it for you, that kind of thing. But if they're not to the point where they're actually like bringing it to you, I definitely see them like going in the store and seeing something and being like, oh, pile number one would like that, like, this is something that they like, or oh, they love that food. So even if they're not at the point where they're actually like bringing these things to you, I definitely see this coming up and them thinking of you. So there's that. And then we've got sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So, and this one's actually interesting because I'm holding my deck still right now, and we've got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords talks about like losing sleep, anxiety, restless nights, overthinking, staying up at night thinking, those kinds of things. So it's just interesting that that would pop up, or that would be here with this card also present. I'll put that here so you guys can look at that. But I see them, yeah, exactly, staying awake and thinking about you, but also I feel like they tend to overthink. So it's not just that they're thinking, like, they're overthinking. So they may be replaying conversations, or they may be thinking about stuff that they've said, and maybe wondering like, oh, should I have said this instead? Should I not have said that? Or I regret saying that. Maybe they plan on what to say to you next. Just, yeah, not only staying awake and thinking, but also it could go into the point of overthinking at some points. So yeah, there's that. And then I also want to just get some short advice cards here. So what should pile number one do? What's some advice that we can get for pile number one? Oop, the Chariot. Okay. Let's see if we can get one more. Advice, pile number one. And the Six of Swords. Okay, this is interesting because these are very different. So first of all, with this Chariot is saying to take action, take what's yours, take what you want. Don't sort of make yourself small or hide. It's like, go for what you want and do it now. no hesitation. That's the Chariot's energy. And then the Six of Swords is very different because it's like this idea of walking away from something. So what I'm getting here, I think this Chariot has to do more with this person, and this Six of Swords is something in your past. So I think what's happening here is the tarot is telling you to release something from your past. There could be a past relationship or a past person or a past situation that you're still kind of maybe holding on to a little bit, like deep down. And or it could just be like past hurt, like maybe there's someone and something happened, and even though you're completely over that person, there's still some hurt left, like some sort of scarring. And so the tarot is telling you to go for what you want, but also to release whatever doesn't serve you anymore from the past. So it's like moving forward and then leaving things in the past that you don't need anymore. So yeah, just think about that and think about what it is in the past that you could be releasing right now. But overall, it seems very encouraging because the Chariot's all about just doing what you want, taking what you want, and moving quickly. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose the Smoky quartz, this is your pile. So first of all, I just want to pull 2 cards here. One of them is going to represent you. The other one's going to represent the other person, just so we can get an idea of who we're talking about and what energies are sort of at play here. Like, what's the context of all this? So I'm just going to shuffle and let's figure out who is pile number 2. What are they like? What's their energy? Okay, we've got the 3 of Cups. Who is pile number 2's crush? Their person. What are they like? What's their energy? The Knight of Cups. Okay, this is cool because we have matching suits here. We have 2 Cups cards, which I like. I feel like that sort of tells us that we're on the right track here. So first of all, for you, we've got the 3 of Cups. So I feel like you are someone who's very likable. You could have a lot of friends. You could be very social, but overall, people like you. People are drawn to you. People think you're really friendly, really fun, and they enjoy your company. I feel like you're the kind of person that people enjoy having around. So yeah, you're just sort of like the life of the party, or like, even if you don't go out a lot, it's still this energy of like people enjoy your presence and they enjoy having you around, and you're just very likable and like maybe kind of magnetic too. Like people are drawn to you. So that's what I'm picking up here. And then with this Knight of Cups, this other person, I feel like they're very sincere. They could be very sweet, very genuine. The Knight of Cups actually talks about a love offering, like someone coming towards you with a love offering. So it's interesting that this would pop up here to represent them, but we'll get more into that later. But overall, just like very sweet, very emotional, like emotionally intelligent, very good relationship material kind of. And so also, again, 2 Cups cards, so there could be like water energy present. So that is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So that could be one or both of you, or it just could be the energy of the spread here. So it could just be like a very sweet, emotional connection. So there's that. That's you too. And now I want to pull some cards to get an idea of how this person, this Knight of Cups, feels about you. So how does pile number 2's person feel about them? Okay, we've got the 10 of Wands. Six of Cups, more cups. The Star, Nine of Cups, more cups. Okay, and then I want to get one more here. See if we can fit in one more. Oh wow, okay, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so at first glance this looks like really, really beautiful. So let's get into this in more detail. First of all, with this Ten of Wands, this is the only like sort of more challenging card in the spread. So with the Ten of Wands, what's happening here is that this person feels like they're carrying a really heavy burden. So this could just be things happening in their life. They could have a lot going on. They could be having to carry a lot of responsibility. It just could be a lot for them. This person may be the kind of person who doesn't like to ask for help. So I just see them taking on a lot and then refusing to ask for help and doing it all themselves. So this could be, like I said, just in their own life. But if we're looking at this in context to you specifically, this could be them carrying something like their feelings, essentially. They could be carrying these feelings and it's really heavy and they want to get it off their chest and they want to say something to you, but for some reason they're holding back and it's really hard for them. So I see that happening. So that could go, like I said, one of two ways, either just in their personal life or in relation to you. They have all these feelings and they're carrying them around and it's really heavy, but they refuse to actually say something about it. And then with the Six of Cups, this could be someone from, like, this could be someone you've known for a long time. This could be someone that you're friends with, or you guys are acquaintances, or you run in the same like social circles. But I'm getting this feeling of like a very sweet, genuine connection here. Like it's very, I don't want to say like kind of puppy love is like the best way I can describe it, but like it's very sweet, you know what I mean? It's very just like genuine and sincere. So I feel like this person could, like I said, not only have feelings for you, but this could be something that they may have been holding on to for a long time. I don't know how long you've known this person. I mean, it's probably different for everyone here, but if you've known this person for a while and you've just sort of been friends, they could have been having these feelings for you for a long time. Yeah, so, and again, just like very genuine, very sweet, very kind. Like this person has really nice energy. And then here with the Star, I feel like this is how they see you. The Star is also the Aquarius card, if that's relevant for anyone, but basically I feel like this person sees you as the Star. They see you as really creative, really compassionate, really beautiful, really kind. The Star is someone who, as you can see, there's like water here, and in the tarot, water represents like love or emotions. They see you as being very like loving and compassionate, and you have this ability to give like an overflow of love. Like you don't have like a limited supply, like you just give to anyone who needs it, kind of. So that this is how they see you, just really kind, creative. Some of you may be into like some sort of art, so like I see some sort of hobby, some creative hobby that you may be really good at, and they recognize that, and I think they really admire that about you. So if you're into some sort of art or creative hobby, I definitely think that they notice that and they really like that about you too. And then here with this Nine of Cups, I feel like they see a lot of potential here for emotional fulfillment. You guys may already have some sort of like emotional connection if you guys are friends. But if not, they just see a lot of potential here. They're like, this is the kind of person that I could really like get to know, and that I could really have a deep connection with, like a very emotional connection with, not something surface level. So yeah, they definitely see a lot of potential for that. And then with this Queen of Pentacles, again, I feel like this is very much how they see you: compassionate, intelligent, very nurturing, very grounded. This Queen of Pentacles would represent earth signs, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I know I'm like throwing a lot of like zodiac signs at you, but this is just what's coming up, so if it resonates. Again, I feel like this is how they see you, so more of that compassionate, loving, grounded energy. They just see you as like really down to earth and very caring. So next I want to go ahead and pull some cards here. I want to see, with the Oracle deck, I want to see if we can get some more thoughts and feelings from them directly. So what is pile number 2's person or crush thinking or feeling about them? So let's see what we get here, and let's see how it aligns to what we've been saying. So pile number 2's person. Okay, we've got so many things remind me of you. We've got I wish things could be different. Let's get one more. Oops, that one flew out. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. All right, this one jumped out. It said, I want to tell you how I feel. Okay, this is definitely lining up with what we've been saying here. So first of all, so many things remind me of you. I feel like this person is just going about their daily life, and they will just see things and think of you, you know? They'll be like, oh, like they would love this, or oh, like they love that restaurant, or oh, they love this store or whatever. So they're just sort of, or they'll see a dog and they're like, oh my god, pile number 2 loves dogs. Like that kind of shit. So like they're just going about their daily life and they just see things and they think of you, and it's like constant. So there's that. And then we have I wish things could be different. So for some reason with this one, I'm really picking up on the idea that you guys are just like friends, like I said with the 6 of Cups, friends or acquaintances, and they wish things could be different. And I think they wish that your relationship could be different in terms of like, they don't want to be friends or they don't want to be acquaintances. Maybe they want something more. So I see them wishing that the situation revolving you would be different than what it is. Because, yeah, you guys are maybe just friends or acquaintances or coworkers or peers or whatever, and they want this 9 of Cups. They want this emotional connection. So I see them wishing things could be different. And then here we've got I want to tell you how I feel, which totally comes back to that 10 of Wands here, of them carrying these feelings, carrying this burden, having this huge weight on their shoulders and wishing that they could just get it off their chest, wishing that they could just tell you and say something. But for some reason it feels really hard for them, maybe because it seems like there's a lot at stake here, and maybe they don't want to risk losing whatever friendship or acquaintanceship, if that's a word, that you guys have. They don't want to risk that. But I just see them, this really weighing on them, and them getting to the point where they would really like to just tell you, you know what I mean? But something's holding them back here, and I think it's fear, and it's fear of rejection, and it's fear of losing whatever connection you guys have now. So next I want to pull some cards here for what their reaction would be if you told them. So what would pile number 2's person, what would their reaction be if they told them how they felt? Okay, we've got the Eight of Swords. We've got the Lovers. And let's get one more here. The Ace of Swords. Okay, this looks pretty positive. So I'm just going to say it. Don't come for me. The Lovers is a Gemini card, if that's relevant. But, so we've got the Lovers here. Let me just make sure you can actually see this. Okay, so with this Eight of Swords, like I've been saying, this person wants to tell you how they feel, but they've been very stuck. So I feel like if you were to tell them, it would kind of help them out, because they're over here in this Eight of Swords energy. You see this person is tied up, blindfolded. There are these swords around them. They cannot move. They're stagnant. They're stuck. This is them. This is how they feel, because they want to make a move. They want to say something, but they feel stuck and like paralyzed by fear. So if you were to go ahead and do that for them, first of all, I see this coming out really positively with this Lovers card. That's like super positive. It would help them out, and it would also help progress the relationship. I see a lot of potential here for like an actual relationship, deep emotional connection, you know, emotional fulfillment, all that good stuff. And then also, I feel like if you were to say something, it would sort of open this channel of communication of, it's the kind of thing where if one person says something, now like the floodgate breaks open and you guys are just like talking, and then maybe they'll be like, oh my God, I wanted to say something, but I didn't. And I just feel like this, you coming forward, would be sort of a turning point in communication for you guys. Like maybe right now you don't really talk that much, but I feel like there would just be like constant communication, constant like maybe text messaging also, if you were to say something. So this looks pretty positive to me. But I also want to get, so this is what would happen if you told them, but I want to see if we can get some advice cards from the tarot of what you should do. So does this mean you should tell them? What's the advice here for pile number 2? Okay, we've got the Ten of Swords, and let's see if we can get something else to give this some context. The Fool. Yep. So definitely with this Fool, I am seeing this thing of like, just go for it. If you want, take that jump. But with this Ten of Swords, this looks scary, but let me like sort of explain what I'm picking up here. So I feel like for one or both of you, there could be something in the past that you need to release and that you need to let go of, some sort of cycle that needs to be put to an end, or some person, some situation, some hurt that needs to be released. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that this is for you, because I don't know, it's an advice card, so I don't think the tarot would be giving advice for people who aren't, for someone who's not watching this. So this is probably for you. Maybe just try to reflect on things from the past that maybe you haven't fully released yet. It could be a person, it could be a situation, some sort of hurt. But yeah, this could mean that you still need to release it, or it could mean that you are finally closing out that chapter. So for some of you, maybe there's still a little bit of work that needs to be done with releasing, but for others, I feel like this is kind of a message that this is your, like, you're finally ready to move on. You know what I mean? Like, this is the last step and you are now closing out that cycle and moving away from this towards something better. So yeah, just think about that, and try to analyze whether or not you have something that still needs to be released. And if you don't, then I think this is a good sign that you are closing that chapter of your life and you're moving forward. So, and then again, with this Fool, like I was saying, definitely am getting this sign of go for it, take the risk, take the leap, just give it a try, I think is what's happening here, is what the tarot is saying. So yeah, it seems very encouraging. but it's totally up to you. That's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this, if it resonated for you, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, I hope this was good, and I hope that I see you in another video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. This is your pile if you chose the Amethyst. Pile number 3. So, first of all, I just want to start off with 2 cards here. One of them is going to represent you. One of them is going to represent the other person that we're talking about here. And I just want to do this to get an idea of what everyone's energy is, and it'll give us some context for the reading too. So let's start with you. I'm going to put it down here. Pile number 3. What is pile number 3's energy? What are they like? Who are they? The moon. Okay. And then let's see pile number 3's person. What is their energy? Who are they? Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, don't get too caught up on like the genders here. This doesn't have to be like a woman, it could be anyone, so don't worry about that too much. But basically what we have here for you, the moon. The moon is the Pisces card, so if that's relevant. But just overall it's very like watery. So the moon talks about something that's hidden. So you could sort of be hiding these feelings. You may not be very forthcoming. This is sort of like a secret for you, and you don't talk about it to anyone. You don't bring it up. You definitely don't tell this person. But this could just be something that you have like really hidden away, like tucked deep down. So yeah, this is you. I see a lot of like deep emotional feelings here, and I see them being sort of tucked away or hidden away, and it's like a secret. And then for this other person, Queen of Wands, fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is basically someone who is pretty confident, maybe very outgoing. They are very intelligent. It's just like sort of that person that walks in the room and like you can't help but notice them, sort of. So I'm getting kind of like different energies here, because while you may be a little bit more quiet or reserved, or kind of laid back, this person is very, I see them being very outgoing, confident, and just like somebody that everyone sort of knows. So then I also want to get into, we're going to do some tarot cards here of how pile number 3's person feels about them. So what are their thoughts? What are their feelings? 4 of Swords. Pile number 3's person, how do they feel about them? The Hermit. Let's see what else. Get a few more here. Page of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Okay, that took a turn. Let's get one more here. And Ace of Wands. All right. So first of all, for this 4 of Swords, I feel like this person is, with this 4 of Swords, I feel like this person is kind of very relaxed when it comes to you. They're very laid back. They're not too pressed or like stressed out. It seems like maybe they feel like they can kind of relax around you and be themselves, and there's not all this pressure. It's this idea of like they can finally let go and relax, and maybe even like take off this persona that they put on for everyone else. They just feel like they don't have to impress you. Like they can just sort of be themselves and take a rest. And then with this Hermit here, the Hermit card is the Virgo card. But I feel like this could be sort of how they see you, in the sense of like you may be more reserved or more of an introvert. You may be more, you prefer to stay in instead of go out. But they see this as like you're very deep and introspective, and it's like something they admire. It's not like a bad thing. Like, oh, that person never goes out anywhere. It's like they admire your ability to be by yourself and be in your own space, and it's like you don't really care what other people think, kind of. So yeah, this could be just sort of your natural state like all the time, or you could just be in a period of time right now where you're sort of taking a step back and isolating yourself a little bit just to do some reflection. And then with this Page of Pentacles, I see something new starting here. So either you and this person are just starting to get to know each other, or you guys are just starting to get closer, but I just see something very new here, like a new beginning or a fresh start. This could also represent age, so you guys may be sort of younger, like young adults, sort of. But if that's not the case, then it could just represent that you guys are more young at heart. So just take whatever resonates for that one. And then we have this Three of Swords, which is interesting because this one kind of threw me off. So something about this person, for some reason, they're hurting. And I'm not necessarily getting the feeling that it's because of, it could be because of you, like maybe something went down and this person's hurting, or it could be someone else. But either way, this person is going through some sort of heartbreak, some sort of pain. They're going through something very deep and very painful. So this could be with you, this could be because of something that happened with you, or this could be because of something that happened with someone else. I'm not getting like anything here that's explicitly saying it was you, so it could just be different for everyone. But regardless of this pain and this hurt, I see them really looking forward to a fresh start or a new beginning. Like I keep getting that sense of, okay, this is my new beginning, this is my fresh start, let's start over, let's start something new. So I see them moving away from this hurt and moving on into something new, something very exciting, something very passionate, and something that they're really looking forward to. Like they're very excited about this. So whether this has to do with you and they're looking for a new start with you, or whether this has to do with someone else and they're excited about a new start with you. But I just see a lot of excitement and passion surrounding a new start to a relationship, kind of. And then next I want to do, how would they react if you told them? So what would pile number 3's person, what would their reaction be if you were to tell them how you felt? So, okay, that's really positive. Let's see what else. Judgment. Okay, let's do one more. Justice. All right, so this Two of Cups talks about a very healthy partnership where people are giving and receiving equally. So both people are putting in and taking out love. It's not one-sided. It's not like one person's giving everything and the other person is just taking. It's equal, in equal exchange. So yeah, if you were to tell them, then this could be the start of a real partnership where you guys are able to support each other. And then we've got Judgment here, so I feel like a decision would have to be made if you brought this up. So maybe you guys would just have to decide what to do next, or what you guys want to do, if you want to be like in an exclusive relationship, or what's happening here. So I just see some sort of decision having to be made around that. And then we've got Justice, and Justice is the Libra card. But I feel like, again, this is giving me that same vibe as the Two of Cups, where it's just like an equal partnership. And I feel like if you were to tell them, and if you guys were to choose to do a partnership and be together officially, a lot of your relationship would revolve around like equality, fairness, and just like a really good moral basis. Like, this person and you seem to be on the same page when it comes to what's right and what's wrong and what's okay and what's not. So I feel like it would just be very balanced because you guys have the same like moral compass. So we would be able to agree on a lot of things. You would be able to agree on a lot of things. And then I just want to pull some oracle cards here because I want to get an idea of, I want to get some direct messages from this person, thoughts and feelings. So what is pile number 3's person thinking and feeling about them? Okay, we've got I replay our conversations over and over. We've got my life is not as together as it seems. Okay, what else? I'm so attracted to you. Okay. So with this first one, I replay our conversations over and over. I feel like you guys have some really good conversations here, and there's something about the way that they can talk to you that they really enjoy. It's like I said, they don't have to put on a mask. They can be themselves, and so because of that, they really enjoy your conversations together and they replay them. So they could just be constantly thinking about, you know, what good conversations you've had and how much they enjoy them, what was said. They may be planning like future conversations, like, oh, I want to talk to them about this or that. And again, with that justice thing, I just feel like you guys are on the same page about a lot of stuff, and because of that, they really enjoy talking to you. And then we've got my life is not as together as it seems. So I feel like this has to do with the very beginning when I was saying like this person's probably really confident, really outgoing. So there may be some part of that that's not entirely true, or maybe they feel like an imposter, or maybe they feel like, again, they have to put on this sort of act. So there's something about the way that they portray themselves to the world that isn't entirely true. So they're not actually as put together as it seems like from the outside. So that's a part of what they're saying here. And then also we've got this one, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'm so attracted to you. I mean, there's not really much to say about that. That's pretty straightforward. So next I want to pull some cards for advice, because we've got an idea of what would happen, but what's the actual advice here from the tarot? Should you say something? Should you leave it alone? Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. And the Sun. Yep, I'm definitely getting the sense that, also the Sun's the Leo card, but I'm getting the sense here that if you want to, you should definitely go for it, definitely say something. I just feel like it would turn out really positively. I see a lot of just joy here and a lot of abundance. So I feel like if you chose to tell them, it would not go wrong. I think it would be really good. But yeah, that's sort of the advice here, is to just remain positive and remain joyful. And it's like not even advice, because it's not telling you what to do. It's just saying that nothing can go wrong. Whatever you choose, things will turn out okay, is kind of what we're getting here. So it's like you can't fail no matter what you choose. So yeah, but it does seem like it's mostly up to you. So just keep that in mind. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, and I will see you in another video. Bye.